Hi guys, today I have the pleasure of interviewing a switchover. He made the break, he took it, and I'm here to present him to you to tell you the true story. Here he is, David. Now, like me, I'm kind of vegan meat, blah, 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 but he has a lot of good things to tell you, and here is this interview with his conversion from carnivore to vegan.
Hey guys, my name is David. I used to not be vegan, and honestly, I don't really like to categorize myself that, but it's like the best thing to categorize myself. The big changeover for me was I watched the documentary What the Health on Netflix. Me and my family, actually, my mom and dad also are doing the same thing, eating more plant-based diets, food like that, just getting like a better diet and eating plant-based foods and
Cool.
no meat, no dairy. And then, to me, the reason I switched over is like there's a lot of diets out there. There's like all these like no carbs, no and stuff like that. But to me, that just didn't make sense. And what made sense to me was like in the older times, they just didn't have a lot access to a lot of meat and stuff. And to me, it's just plants for everything. My mom grew up on a farm. She didn't eat meat. She was a little bit poorer, and so she grew up on vegetables and fruits and stuff like that. And she found they were worried about not getting enough protein. I was like, where do you think cows and like chickens, they all get it from plants. They get the protein from plants. It's like that's how they build up. So that's where we get protein, is from the cows eating the grass, and then they get protein from that, and we get protein from eating the cows. So just skip the cow part, go straight to the plants.
Okay, so David, like, tell me, how do you feel now? Do you feel better? Has it made a big difference in your life?
So like for me, it actually has. I felt a lot better. I used to have kind of like I play a lot of games and stuff, and like my fingers and joints are getting kind of hurt. And after I've switched to the going vegan or eating kind of like vegans, I felt better. I also had like psoriasis on my leg. That's kind of actually clearing up, and I've done nothing. It's actually right here. This used to be covered all the way down here, and now it's just in this little spot right here. And I have done absolutely nothing else except for switch to a plant-based diet. It's made me feel better. I've had more energy, and I think the big thing is I think it was the right choice, and it's not as hard as people think it is. And going into that, a lot of people, there's I think a negative connotation where it's like the food's not going to taste good, it's going to be really bad. That's not true at all. It's just different. I would say it's different. Like, you can take the things, what I suggest doing is you take the things that you like to eat and just take out the meat and dairy and just switch it up and find substitutions. So like for me, like Mexican, I like enjoy Mexican, I just don't add the meat to it. So I'll take, brown rice or whatever, I'll get black beans, I'll get lettuce, and I'll get pico de gallo, stuff like that, and just kind of mix that together and make like a taco night. Or, Asian's pretty easy to do as well. And, salad, you can always do salads, and you just find substitutions. There's a lot more options now. And I don't say it's like bad, it's just different. It just takes to get used to. But I feel like if you want to make that switch,
Cool.
You'll be able to do that, just put effort into it. And a lot of people are like, cheat here or there. I don't think it's a big deal. Like, just stick with it as much as you can. It's kind of like with working out and stuff. If you do it for like a week and then you skip a day, just don't beat yourself up about it. Just like, all right, next day I'll get back to doing it.
So, Dave.
Yes.
So look, so all the guys are out here watching, and you've given some pretty good insight into becoming a vegan and why it's important. If there's one last good thought, and something that you'd like to really express in this last little segment, what would it be for those who are thinking about becoming vegans?
I say give it a try. It's not, a lot of people just can't get through it, and that's understandable. And I think like don't beat yourself about it. Try it out. If you like miss a day or don't worry about that. Just try to keep up consistency. Try to keep up like being able to work through it. It's not too bad of a thing if you just mess up one time. Try to go through it. If it doesn't work out, don't feel like obligated that you have to do it. Like, this has to be done. There's plenty of people that don't do it. There's plenty of people that do it. I just don't think you should feel victimized for not doing it.
That's
you know,
really awesome.
I don't sit around and go, I see people eating meat and I don't go up there and tell them, like, you shouldn't be doing this. Like, I think it's, like, beneficial to, you know, our planet and yourself. And I think, like, you'll feel better and all this stuff. But it's just not for everybody. But don't feel too bad if it doesn't work out for you.
Cool. Hey, Dave, thanks a lot.
No problem.
I'm sure the guys out there really appreciate that wee word of wisdom. So keep up the good work. And you guys, give it a try. That was David Woodson, and I think he gave you some super duper insight into that. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe and leave a comment.